Hello everyone! This video is a part of a multi-part series that covers an introduction to 3D modeling. We will be navigating two different 3D modeling programs and also learning about the tools that are provided with them in order to create our own unique models that we can show off to our friends and family. In this first video, we will be navigating the user interface or UI of Tinkercad, one of the 3D programs that we'll be learning about during this series. The reason it's important to understand the user interface of any program is so that you can learn how to efficiently work in the program. With all that being said, let's get started. The first thing we need to do is open up Tinkercad by going to tinkercad.com. Now if you're already signed in, you should be seeing your account dashboard. Now let's get started by creating a new design. Now that we are in a project, you will see the user interface or UI. This includes everything that is visible in the program or project window. In terms of Tinkercad, the interface is made up of 4 distinct windows: the 3D viewport, the toolbar, the home bar, and the shape library. The 3D viewport is the window where you're able to interact with shapes and move them around in a 3D space. This space includes the workplace itself, the perspective cube that you can use to change the perspective of your view, the home view, which resets your camera, the fit to view button, which will fit selected shapes into your view, and the zoom in and out buttons that allow you to move in and out of view. The next window we'll be focusing on is the toolbar. This window has several tools such as the copy and paste button, which will copy a shape and paste it to make another version of the shape. This tool is accessed by pressing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. The next tool is the duplicate and repeat tool, which is accessed by pressing Ctrl+D. This tool not only copy and pastes the shape itself, but it also copy and pastes the movement that shape has. So if you were to move it slightly to the right, the next duplicate will be slightly to the right, and so on. The delete key is used to remove any shapes you don't want on your work plane. The group button is accessed by pressing Ctrl+G, and this groups 2 shapes together to make them into one. We also have the ungroup button, which by pressing Ctrl, Shift, and G will ungroup the shapes that you currently have grouped together, making them 2 separate shapes. Then we have the Align tool, which will align your shapes into a line and can be done with more than one shape. This tool will become in handy whenever you are creating fences or anything that requires to be in a line. Finally, we have the mirror button, which by pressing M will give you access to manipulating the shape's position by reflecting it across each other. Now we are going to the home window. If we press the Tinkercad logo, it will take us back to our dashboard. The next option is the recent designs, and by clicking it, you're able to see previous projects that you have worked on. Finally, by hovering over the name of the project, you're able to change the name. Now the final window we will be discussing for today is the shape library. Some categories that are included in here are basic shapes like squares and circles, creatures and characters, which will include humans, eyeballs, shoes, and mustaches, and then the final category, which is vehicles and machines, which will include wheels, gears, and anything that is machine-based. Now that we have explored the interface together, it's time for you to explore it on your own. For your first quiz, explore the windows and what they have, and try interacting with the tools and shapes at your disposal. In the next video, we will start to look at how to move around in the 3D space, how to put shapes into your work plane, and then move them around and manipulate their appearance.